What's good, Spectacular Peeps? SFC Spectacular back on the mic once again to rock your body right. And I know it's been a while, but I'm finally doing a review to 2K17. And it seems the other competition has turned tailed and ran. Does that mean that 2K17 is still the best on the block? Keep it locked and find out in this review of NBA 2K17. What is good, Spectacular Peeps? And we will be reviewing NBA 2K17 today. Played it for 3 or 4 years straight now, and I'm thoroughly convinced I was right all those years long that these games, these sports games, are the same thing over and over. But does that mean 2K17 isn't a good game? Well, take a look and find out.
First comes the blessing of all that you've dreamed, but then comes the curses of diamonds and rings. Only at first did it have its appeal, but now you can't tell the false from the real. Can you trust? Can you trust? When everything you touch turns to gold, gold, gold. Everything you touch turns to gold, gold, gold. Everything you touch turns to gold, gold.
NBA 2K17 is a basketball simulator developed by Visual Concepts and published by 2K Sports. It returns for its 18th season of sports action. But after the 18 seasons, NBA 2K17 more than shows its age. Sadly, you no longer play through the awesome story mode of 2K16. In its place instead is the generic Days of Old My Career. If that's the start of bad news for you, then prepare for a crap ton more of disappointment. Visually speaking, 2K is back on its game with top-notch player models and all-around pleasing visuals. Just as in the past centuries, players show both visual and stylistic traits to their real-world counterpart. All of the bugs you know and hate return though. Bizarre player animations, visual hiccups in frame rate, and horrible collision detection. In other words, you may have fun as Steph Curry, but you'll spend a lot of time unintentionally bumping into other players. NBA 2K17 returns with very little difference in gameplay. Much like the previous games in the series, this game strives to realistically depict the experience of the NBA. The controls haven't changed one bit. The handling on both sides of the ball is still reminiscent of the past 2 entries. To be quite short and simple, if you own any of the past 3 NBA 2K games, you aren't missing anything new. As usual, several game modes are available for the player, and many settings can be customized.
One player you can count on to be a factor in our game tonight, the cat, Karl Anthony Towns, such a fascinating young talent. What makes him so unique as a big man?
What can be said about the music in 2K basketball other than they've always kept players hyped and in the mood to play b-ball. The few times the players speak are accurate, but the script keeps them saying generic line after line. Improvements should have been made as to last year's model and the My Career plan, but sadly, as mentioned before, Visual Concepts dropped it.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started.
Hey look, I won't waste your time with the replay or different modes, but I will say that once again, if you have played the past 3 games, then you won't be missing out on anything. 2K basketball is the only alternative right now, and it shouldn't be missed by any basketball enthusiast. In the end, 2K17 is just another day at the park though. Visual Concepts has obviously mastered how to make a basketball simulator. What they can't seem to master is deleting 10 years worth of bugs and or bad servers. Being that this is your only choice of basketball games right now, you can learn to deal with it, or you can learn to play Madden or FIFA. NBA 2K17 receives a 7 out of 10.
Well, we know what Derrick Rose has been through, the injuries, the expectations, and we asked him how he's dealing with all of it.
I got a clear mind when I play. I can't think about the past. I can't think about if I'm going to hurt myself, if I move the wrong way.
Hey, but on the real, My teammates need to stop calling me Mr. Glass. Last week I went up for a layup and they was like, "Don't hurt yourself, Mr. Glass." Man, miss me with that. Well, spectacular gamers, those are my thoughts on NBA 2K17. Thank you for watching. And if you haven't already, head over to my new website, www.sospectacular.com, for all things spectacular from now on. You can catch me at all my other social media websites. Hey, thank you for rocking out with me each and every week. And if you can't be good at it. Peace.
Good sir, I do believe I've shat in my pantaloons.
What is good?